Mass shooting at Kentucky State? A mass shooting? What the fuck? Frankfurt shoots leaves multiple people injured.
Well, we have some breaking news to tell you about right now at 4. There is a report of a shooting on the Kentucky State University campus right now. And Governor Andy Beshear just posted on social media confirming those reports, saying, quote, "We are aware of a reported shooting at Kentucky State University in Frankfurt. At this time, we are aware of some injuries. We will share more information as it becomes available. Law enforcement are on scene, and a suspect has been arrested. Let's pray for all those affected." The university itself did post a message saying a shooting occurred on campus and asked students to avoid the South Campus residence halls. WHAS 11 is working to gather more information right now about what happened, and we will update you here on air and on our mobile app.
That's fucking weird, man. Like, that's very weird. And HBCU, every white person in Kentucky knows not to go there. 8% are old or even white. I mean, I don't know what the fuck this is. Let me see here.
Fox News alert, there's been a shooting at Kentucky State University. Multiple sources saying people were hurt. Multiple people. The campus is on lockdown until further notice. Governor Andy Beshear announcing on X, law enforcement is...
Wow. Okay, well, that's pretty fucking crazy. I don't even know what else to say. And where the fuck did this go? We're a shooting. This is a shooting that happened right here. Multiple injured, suspect in custody. Man. I wonder what happened. We know who it is? Maybe, right? Why is it universities so often? Why is it universities so often? It's actually a really simple answer. The reason why it's universities so often is because it's young men so often. And where do young men go? They go to universities. So that's the big reason why it happens. It's because they don't have anywhere else to go or anything else to do. So they want to go and do that. I mean, that's actually, there is soft targets. Yeah, gun-free zones. I mean, I think it's a lot more than that. I think that really if you look at places where young men congregate, that's where violence is going to happen. It's because young men are violent. That's the reason. It's actually that fucking simple. Like, yeah, it's that simple. Yeah. How long do you think before Reddit and Twitter make this political? I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of shootings, like the reason why a lot of shootings happen and all kinds of crazy shit happens is just because some people are fucking nuts, right? Since when is 2 people a mass shooting? I mean, who cares if it's a mass shooting or a shooting? It's a shooting and it's bad. People getting shot, it's bad. So I don't know what else to say. 15 armed guys there, you really believe they'd make it through the parking lot? I don't know. If guns make people uncomfortable, they're needed to stop these people. Here's the truth. If you let people come in and there's not like security checks, it's very easy for a person to come in with a concealed weapon and to at least shoot 4 or 5 people. Like, I mean, shootings happen on army bases. So this entire idea that, well, maybe if we just put more guys with guns in the building, it's going to somehow make it stop happening. That's definitely not going to happen. And so the truth is, like, if you let people have guns, you are going to have shootings. And I'm not saying that you should have a police officer at, like, middle schools and high schools and elementary schools. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is that there is no, like, silver bullet solution to make stuff like this stop happening. That's the point that I'm really trying to get at. Like, this kind of stuff happening is basically fucking inevitable. Like, if you give people access to things that can kill other people, they're going to kill each other. That's what's going to happen. And there are also other forms of, like, agitators for that. So, like, for example, if you have a bunch of people and nobody, no, it's not, I think it is. I think that whenever you have, there are a lot of examples of this. Whenever you have people that have no fucking money, you have people that there's like a huge mental health crisis in the country. Guns are easy to get. Mental health services are very minimal. The amount of people that are committing crimes, they're kind of like, red flags. And then they, how many times has the FBI, after somebody popped off, they said, oh, yeah. Oh, Kyle? Yeah. Yeah, he's been talking about blowing up the school for 3 years now. Yeah, we know about it. Yeah, we gave him the idea, for sure. And, we gave him the gun. And no, really, every time, basically, right? They always somehow know who this is. The things they use at airport are needed at schools, too. I think that really that's like kind of a last resort, in my opinion. I think that the better way to handle it is you have to look at why, like, school shootings happen. Like, I think there's like probably 10 reasons why they happen. You have things like, for example, obviously irresponsible gun owners as parents. You have probably in some cases lax or gun loopholes in laws. You also have mental health. You have different types of, like not having like one shared culture. Like, because we have such a multicultural area, I think that gets a lot of people to become alienated, right? People become alienated in their own country, and they end up turning crazy. I think that's what happens. There's economic pressures, there's bullying, there's social media psychosis, and you put all of these things together, and you look at the, the fucking, the school shooter fucking pizza here, and there's not one slice, there's like 10. And my point is that every time that a school shooting happens, people want to go and blame Republicans. They want to go and blame Democrats. They want to go and blame, like atheists, Muslims, or something like that. But in a lot of these cases, like not all of the cases, but I would say I would say probably 95, if not 99% of all shootings are committed by young men that do not have hot girlfriends. Straight up. If you look at every single one of these guys, they are young men that do not have a hot girlfriend. Really, think about it. And so, and they never had a hot girlfriend ever. Exactly. You're calling them incels here? Not necessarily, no. But I think that it's not totally unrelated. But I think that you should talk about this. You should talk about this. You got all of these guys, even the gang members, even these guys that are in gangs, like inner city Chicago gangs. Do you think that they have a hot girlfriend? Probably fucking not. They probably broke as hell. And so that's the thing. And so big surprise, they fucking hate that. Well, there's at least one or two cases and where that wasn't the case, but for the most part, that's true. Everything is always for the most part. Like, you're never going to have something that's 100% certain. But in my opinion, people like that get alienated, isolated, removed from society. And then whenever that happens long enough, then they want to destroy society. It's pretty fucking simple. It's easy to understand why somebody would think this. Doesn't mean that you're agreeing with it, by the way. It just means that you can see how a person's train of thought led them to that conclusion. So yes, people are pointing out outliers. Yeah, people point out outliers because it makes them feel smart. But you're going to watch Trump's rally? No, I don't give a fuck. I'll watch the highlight at some point. So I don't think we're at the point extra security in schools is going to help it continue. It'll happen, but it'll be less frequent. It sucks, but the moral decline is insane. It is. And the moral decline is massive. Like, a good example of this is that you look at the streams, right? Like, all the nuisance streamers, these like annoying kids. And like now it's like an entire ecosystem. So yeah, I'd say a lot of them just feel like there's no hope for a decent future. But yeah, do you know what a decent future means? It means a hot girlfriend. If every guy, I think that men's motivation, if you could 3D print like cat girl, hot girlfriends that will make you food, I think that men's motivation to improve the world would go, it would be zero. Like, there would be maybe like 3 guys that are gay that are like, all right, I guess we could maybe try to cure cancer. Yeah, let's see what we can do. And then everybody else is like, nope, I'm bored. Not gonna do that. It takes too long. Yes, I can't stand the cat girl shit. I'm just making jokes, right? But my point, I think it's true though, is that whenever that is a big reason that motivates men to acquire resources and to improve their lives. It's to attract a girlfriend, right? That's the main thing, I think. Now, not for everybody and not always, but there's like a fucking, I'd say like 95% correlation here, right? And so yeah, it's that simple. And someone's got a feelings hurt? Yeah, of course. And it's sad that we'll be like 90 years old whenever humans can actually get that. No, it won't matter because you can just put on like an AI thing in your brain and you'll feel like you're 16 again. It'll be fine. So entire high school tenure was completely focused on a girl, which I friend zoned at the time, oh man, my entire high school tenure was completely focused on a girl I was being friend zoned by at the time. Yep. Yep. That's what happens. That's life, you know? Like, I get it, man. And I'd say it happens a lot. It happens a lot. And, yeah, sometimes that pays off. I mean, look, in my opinion, if you can't be friends with a girl, she's probably, like, dating her isn't going to work out. Like, if you've got nothing in common that you guys can be friends with and do together, and you just end up fucking, you know, like you're hooking up with this girl because you think she's hot, like, this is not going to work out long term unless, like, both of you are gone out of the house, like, 20 hours of the day. So that's what you deserve. Exactly. Yeah, that's my advice. There's no common ground. Yeah, exactly. And so it's no fucking sounds okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I married my best friend. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it should be. You ever look up a hot girl from high school? 9 out of 10 times they're fat with 4 kids from 3 different dudes. Yes. Oh, yes. I know. And it's happened to me. And it's crazy, isn't it? It really is. But I don't know what else to say.